This is Salamancer, you're watching SalTV, and today I'm bringing you some more competitive TF2 action, sponsored by the Demo Man. The creepiest demo man possibly in the world, but definitely sponsored by him. Nick's Knight from Equals. That's just their team, it's called Equals, which, of course, last time around we had Garbage Plus, so obviously we have to have the end of the equation, Equals, versus DNC Gaming. And a lot of these names may be familiar to you if you are at all familiar with like the pickup game scene in North America, or possibly a little bit of the Highlander. But we are getting to the mid-fight, so we'll go over them in a little bit. As Nick's Knight right now looks like he's having maybe a little bit of lag issues. He's he dies real fast there to Atomsk, jumping over to Atomisk. I think he likes it pronounced Atomisk actually. But jumping up there and completely destroying. And now we've got, well, there's still a lot of action going on. Za here with an overheal. His medic did die, but not before he managed to contribute a little bit more. And it's still 2v2 right now, but it looks like Nyx maybe have just respawned. And so Samson's going to jump in, but he gets knocked out of the air by a nice air shot from Collide. It means DNC Gaming going to be grabbing this middle point. And now, is there a pause, or is Collide just standing still? Nope, definitely a pause. And there we go, the pause is over. Looks like everybody's going to be skating around except for Collide. Somehow he is completely immune to the effects of pausing. But yeah, that was a pretty sweet air pipe there from Collide. Oh, we actually can't see in the door. That's another one of the effects of pausing. There we go. There we go. So, Equals back up to their second point. DNC on the warpath right now. Both teams roughly even on the Ubers, and they are going to be using this little Granary stalemate situation here, pushing into second. It's not as bad a stalemate, though, as it is from mid until second. That's like the worst bit of Granary. Collide getting a lot of damage on him right now, but he's not dead yet. And Samson Simpson just got knocked out, so I think very quickly we're going to see a push coming in here, a non-Uber push just yet, but Marks is very close to an Uber, and he is still at about 150 health, so going to be ready to push in with that Uber in just a little bit. He's going to take the soldier, and that soldier is going to be IR Robot. IR Robot. So they are going to leave, no, they aren't going to have to leave anybody because the point's already captured. And now Equals back up to their last point. Now, I didn't mention before, but this game actually decides who goes on to playoffs in ESEA Open. Only 16 teams, I think, from Open get to be in the playoffs. And so these guys, they're fighting for a playoff spot right now. Whoever loses this is going to be knocked out before they ever even get there. So we can see who makes it, who wants it more. Just kidding. I mean, well, I don't know. Maybe one team actually does want it more. Because at these levels, sometimes teams really don't want to go to the playoffs. They're just like, okay, we're done. But I always find that to be a really stupid phrase when you're talking about like professional football or soccer or whatever. It's like, oh, well, they just wanted it more. And it's like, no, that's not right. Not at all. I think both teams probably wanted it equally. It's just that one team might have been smarter about preparing. Usually is the case. You know. Anyway, I did say I was going to go over the rosters. So, DNC, I've actually got 3 friends on that team right now, and I have seen them hanging around the XTV games and all kinds of stuff. There is a sniper right now, actually, so I should be watching that while we talk about the rosters. Bot on the sniper. Bot is one of those guys who has been hanging around with XTV for a little while, and has been playing both Highlander and Pickup 6s. I don't know how long he's been playing in ESEA, but he is a pretty darn good sniper. I will say that. Whenever I've played with him in pickup games over on PugNA, he goes sniper. We tend to play Viaduct a lot, and of course he goes sniper like all the time, which sucks for me. But unless it's on my team, then it's great. But they do have, of course, Marxus for the medic, Bot, and Hugh Laurie on the scout. And Hugh I've seen around as well. I've actually talked to him before, although he's not on my friends list. He is watching the stream right now, so he'll help me out. The 2 soldiers, Atomisk and IR Robot, don't know. Oh, are you joking? My stream can see the face I'm making with that right now. That was a ridiculous shot that he should not have made. But he made it. Wireless Fox down right now, so that's going to be a push coming in here. And so we will go over the rosters, but I think we pretty much know what's going to happen. The Uber does come in from DNC. They actually lost a lot of players, but that Uber should give them an opportunity to clean these guys up and get on the point. Collide on the Demo Man. We've gone over there. 2 soldiers, Atomisk and IR Robots. And actually, Wireless Fox is coming back up. Can he get the needle kill here to save the point? No. Did a good try, though. Good try. And so I think we've just gone over all of them. The 2 scouts, Demo, the medic, the two soldiers. So we are going to go over the equals team now real quick. And while you guys watch the heal order here, we do see he's going to heal those scouts up as they get just out of range. But the equals team has Wireless Fox in the medic. We've seen Wireless Fox hanging around open quite a long time. Za and Bwat on the scout. And of course, I have casted air game before. And then, yeah, I've definitely casted equals before because I remember trying to cast AE. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name correctly. And Samson and Nix Knights rounding out the team, the Soldier and Demo Man. Marxist going to be sneaking around behind. I actually want to follow the medic this time around in the mid, just to see how he dodges. He sticks around that health kit for a little while to try and grab it, but he will have to back away. A little too much pressure coming in from the scouts, and he is... Maybe wanted to turn around there and use some needles to try to save himself, but that's a situation where, I mean, if you don't just turn tail and run, you're going to die no matter what. No amount of needles is going to save you from a scout bearing down on you like that after a mid-fight that goes south. So, equals won that mid, and they are already pushing forward to the second point. DNC has a heavy out right now, so they look like they are preparing for a defense on last. They did not get the kill on the medic, and you do see IR Robot jumping in, probably playing the roaming soldier. He was trying to maybe force an Uber, get a kill, something like that. Don't really know because it didn't work. Granary is not actually a great map for that kind of play most of the time, unless you can do something absolutely crazy like Mackie, where he, after a mid-fight, he just immediately dive-bombed all the way out here. Oh, you actually, can you even do it? No, you can't do it on the blue side. You can only do it on the red side, so that's crazy. But there was an issue where, anyway, push is coming in, and actually, that didn't work at all. So, you see, like, a bunch of the Equals players did die there, and IR Robot wants to get this kill. Didn't manage to deliver the mail, but he did use the shotgun to finish it off. Equals losing all of their players. So that Uber, I mean, it kept one player alive for quite a long time, kept the Demo Man alive, and everybody else died, so that's not going to work. Bwat on the spy right now, using the Dead Ringer. For some reason, DNC did pop their Uber here, don't know why, and they didn't really spot Bwat. Oh, no, they have now. Okay, so Dead Ringer up. I think they realize he's probably using that Dead Ringer too, so that means they do know there's a spy there. It's going to make the spy... It's going to make him... Oh, no. So useless. Yeah, they're going to be looking around for him, and of course they were. So they managed to take him out right away. As soon as they saw that door open, they knew what was happening. So, anyway, here comes the DNC counter push. They are going to try and get back out to mid after having been pushed all the way back to their last, and they're still spy checking. Look at that. They still think that spy might be around. They did kill him, but at this point, it does pay off to be a little cautious watching behind you. And they still have IR Robot actually on the Pyro, so let me find that cam for a little bit, as he's probably going to start doing some reflecting, I would imagine. I get a little aggressive here as a Pyro, actually. You don't usually see a Pyro do that, just because look at this, he could get very easily trapped out in there. He didn't, though, so he is okay. But the Scouts usually are the ones who are going to get on that Pyro and just deal crazy amounts of damage real fast. But no, DNC's still running this Pyro here, and he's going to take the Uber! That's a little crazy. But yeah, he'll walk right in here. Did manage to get that reflex. Why they are Ubering a Pyro in through this way, I do not know, because they have just lost Atomisk and Bot, and now Hugh Laurie down as well to the Uber. Oh, nice kills by Collide, though, and he could end up getting his enemy Demo Man here. Oh, no, actually, Nix Knight, expert dodging there by running in the same direction for 5 seconds. It works. And then, yeah, Equals manages to defend that expertly. As expertly as you can get ESEA open. I mean, they definitely capitalized on the mistakes that DNC made. And I keep wanting to say, like, DNC probably stands for Democratic National Convention, but I'm just kidding. DNC Gaming is a sponsor. So it's good to see new sponsors getting into TF2. I think it's a relatively new sponsor. And I don't know the full story on DNC, but I think they've got a website and stuff that you can go check out. So if they want to... if they want to give me a link to that, I am all kinds of okay with posting a link in the description of the video. Wireless Fox using the normal syringe gun. This is one of those guys who's probably thought about it quite a lot and just said, no, the overdose just doesn't make sense for me. Anyway, Equals do capture that second point, probably with a scout. Samson in there as well, so he was in there capping. And gotta watch out for those stickies. But Equals, I mean, they should be able to push in here pretty soon. They've got a big Uber advantage. They've just got to watch out for Hugh Laurie on the sniper. Can he get the shot off before this Uber's pop? No, he probably can't because they've just called out there is a sniper. He's looking over that thing over there, but it's too late. Yeah, the Uber comes in right now. They're going for the medic immediately. Marx is taking some damage. They haven't killed him yet, but they've taken down the Demo, and that's a huge deal. Okay, yeah, DNC losing way too many players here, so they are probably going to lose this last point. Heavy doing a pretty good job from up top of dealing a lot of damage. He does go down, though. It's just Hugh Laurie left alive. He is on the scout trying to defend this. He could get the kill on Nyx, but not on that scout. Bwat takes him out there. Actually, Nyx Knight took him out, but Bwat did a lot of damage. So it's tied up 1-1. Equals versus DNC in a playoff decider game. Who gets to go to the playoffs? We will find out. And, oh, apparently the sponsor's gone. Okay, well, that's too bad. No, that's what Hugh Laurie is saying in the chat right now as he watches this game. That they used to be sponsored. I guess the sponsor either disappeared or just withdrew support. We'll find out. So, no link for you. But they were sponsored for the season, anyway, I think. So, that's cool. Need to see more of that. Nyx Knight taking some hits here, and he is down, so focusing that demo pretty good. Equals losing one player, though. DNC losing a couple, and they are slowly going to get overwhelmed by players here if they can't get, oh, excuse me, a few more kills. That was a coffee belch. Does not taste all that good. And so, yeah, DNC overwhelmed. Equals ends up getting the cap there, even though they lost their demo. There's just too many players alive. DNC didn't have good positioning to try and box them out of the zone. Out of the middle point area, so when it devolves into like a 1v1 situation for everybody because everybody's in the same area, then I mean the team with more players is much more likely to win in a 6v6 situation game thing. Somebody pointing out that Wireless did get down to 9 health as well. Expert dodging, wish I had caught that on camera. But there you go. They have taken down Bot and Collide, and Wireless pushing in now with a pretty decent Uber, keeping all the players alive. One scout goes down here to Hugh, trying to defend that point, but Equals with another very quick round win. And once again, Wireless Fox dodging there, keeping himself alive, does mean that a gigantic Uber advantage. You just can't do anything about that when you're on defense. There are very few maps where you can really expect to defend in an Uber disadvantage situation properly. Maybe Gully Wash. Maybe Badlands, because if you get a Pyro in one of those, or a Heavy, or an Engineer or something in those tight little enclosed spaces on those last points, it's a little bit more likely to defend. But, I mean, on Granary, where it's a nice wide open map, you know, you try and force their Uber as early as possible, but even then, they've got 8 seconds to get on top of you and just destroy your team, so it's not an easy thing to do. Wireless taken down right away this time around, and Marxist still at 150 health. We are probably going to see Equals try and dive bomb the medic if they can find him, and they are. They're bringing a scout in right now through this choke point. The needles come out, but it doesn't matter. Za ends up finishing off the med there, so it is just Za versus the DNC, and now it's just Scout v Scout here, and oh, Za dodging like a bad man. Oh man, 5 health. He does finally get killed there, but not before delaying for quite a while here. Bot with his 3D glasses, his vision might have been thrown off a little bit because it turns out you can't play TF2 in 3D, so I don't think so. We'll find out eventually, I'm sure. Maybe they'll come out with like some 3D TV version of TF2. In which case, I know what I'm doing for the rest of my life. Oh, that's cute. I didn't know you could go up there as a soldier or as anything really, but apparently you can sit on this little ledge. I love Source. I love the Source engine. So soldier going to be standing up there and waiting. I've never seen that as an ambush position before. Huh. That's pretty cool. So if there is a push that comes in through here from DNC, then they could very easily get taken by surprise. But we'll see, because right now, I mean, both teams have even Ubers. The soldier's still hanging out up there. Both teams do have even Ubers. We're going to see, actually, the push maybe coming in through the right-hand side. There are sticky traps over here. But if they can get through clean... Oh, which I think they can. Just got to watch out for that. Oh, yeah, okay, maybe not. They did have to pop Uber just a little bit early. Are they going to bring in anybody from the side? Looks like the ambush position has not worked out for them because nobody ever actually came in from there, but it doesn't matter. There is a little bit of a back cap going on, but DNC, they've gotten a kill on Nyx Knight now, and they're starting to pressure back the red team a little bit here. Meanwhile, this back cap... Oh, actually, this back cap drew back 3 players, including the med. So there's 2 players down for Equals right now, but they actually have local number advantage here in the yard for a little while, and they take down Collide. Marxist is still okay for the moment. Oh no, getting a little too aggressive there into their team. So now Equals loses almost all their players. They're going to lose the second point, and big Uber advantage to the Democratic National Convention. Oh man, politics. That would be great, you know, just to see like Mitt Romney and Obama have an Uber battle. You know, or maybe we should decide who gets to be president by having an MGE like best of 3, you know, on Granary, Badlands, Spire, and Viaduct. That should be how it happens. They should train for weeks. We should have just have an MGE to decide the United States presidential election. So I think it would make just about as much sense as the way we do it right now. DNC pushing in though, and they are taking down everybody. And that does mean that it is now tied up once again, 2-2 in the first half. Now I'm getting, oh yeah, we could actually have third parties. That would be so much better. We could have third parties competing as well. And as long as they get, maybe like 20,000 signatures or something like that, they can compete in the MGE tournament to determine who gets to be president. We could have like Ron Paul, MGE champion. We could have Ralph Nader, playing the demo man, or like he's like, no, guys, I'm gonna play Pyro and MGE because that's how you're supposed to do it. Everyone's like, dude, you're just gonna get owned by all the soldiers. And then he gets owned by all the soldiers, and then everyone's like, yeah, but Pyro is still totally viable. I'm kidding. I'm just gonna make so many people mad with what I'm saying right now. I know. Anyway, Equals losing a lot of players here, and their medic's in trouble. Nick's Knight gonna have some difficulty because scouts cannot get hit very easily by those pills, and Nick's Knight was not prepared. Didn't probably have any sticky bombs even loaded, so he's lost his med, not able to defend him against that scout, and now Equals might still get the capture, which is good. They just won't have the uber advantage that they wanted, but for a little while it looked like Equals was just going to get wrecked there. They all had really low health. There was like 4 of them left alive, and somehow they managed to mostly stay up. Actually, yeah, you know what would happen is we'd just end up having like TF2 players as presidents of the United States. Banny for president 2012, or Tyler or Platinum. Have one of those guys end up like in the White House. They're like, so we're trying to deploy a missile shield in Poland. What do you think about that? Platinum would just be like, we don't need a missile shield, dude. I'll just rocket jump over there and like destroy enemy nukes all day long. It's not a big deal. I'm the MGE champion of the world. I should probably let this dead horse just die in peace. It's already dead. It can't die. I know. Shut up, okay? I know. Anyway, DNC backed up to their second point here once again, and how much time is left in the half? I didn't actually check. There can't be a heck of a lot, but considering the way this is going right now, whoa! Soldier walking right into the face of the other one. Both Ubers do pop around the same time. If Equals can cap this point, they've got a good chance of bringing it 3-2 at the half. AE getting upstairs right now, and he's going to go try and do a little bit of flanking. He does spot somebody, but right now Nick's Knight goes down. That means no Demo Man to try and stop these. Wireless Fox down as well. That is huge. DNC actually looks like they should be able to defend this. They do lose a couple players here, but it's just Za left alive. He did get the kill on Hugh Laurie. Wow, actually Za came in and wrecked. He killed Marxist as well, so 2 kills on that guy. That means that there will not be a gigantic Uber advantage for Marxist after all. Wireless Fox just now respawning with a couple players, so they will be building that Uber right away. And wait, what is up with his hair? It's like, huh. Okay, well, it looks really weird. It looks like you can either see through it to his scalp, or else it's just like covered in matted blood, which is disgusting either way. So, sorry, bot. Just letting you know, you might need to get a new hairstylist. The DNC do capture the middle point, and so it's going to be tougher for Wireless Fox to push in. They do have an Uber advantage, and it is going to be the regular Uber. No crits being used yet. If at all. I mean, they might just not switch to the grits. But Wireless hanging out back here with the rest of his team. And they're pretty much waiting until they have an Uber. They know they've got a slight advantage here, so if they build fast enough, they should be able to push in with this. But their advantage is actually slipping away as Marxist is building with the Soldier. An interesting sticky trap upstairs, just in case anybody decides to walk out this way and get a little bit of a surprise move on the enemy. Well, counter surprise! You're going to die. Samson eating a pipe, and now, yeah, look at that. They did have an Uber. They were not able to push. They're just going to sit back and hold on to the yard for a little bit, waiting maybe for DNC to push into them. Oh no! Collide with a huge kill on Wireless Fox, so did not see that. But that means an Uber drop, and now Equals is in severe trouble. Here comes the Uber IR robot taking that, and he's going to jump in after the Demo Man, juggling him up in the air, doing a lot of damage. Nick's Knight down to 68 health, but he does actually get away. And the med may have been in a little bit of trouble, which is why IR robot kind of hesitated there. He had to turn around and see what was going on. Plus, there is a back cap attempt, so Nick's Knight down, and the back cap will not work as long as IR robot is standing there. Nice prediction rockets at where that scout was going to land, so Gwat dying, so did Za. And now Equals only 2 players left alive. So they're going to have to sit back here on this last point and desperately try to defend. AE came back out as well, but Samson, look at that lag on that guy. Is his ping really bad, or it's sort of bad? I guess he's maybe just having some internet problems. Okay, so they do have most of their respawns now. So the window of opportunity for DNC to just rush in and capture with all the players they had up is gone. But they still have an uber disadvantage. So DNC could still bring this to the half. Oh, and so Hugh Laurie's telling me actually their med didn't die to anything in particular. It was just spam. Just dropped his uber to spam. So that sucks. Wireless Fox now trying to build desperately here. 120 health left. He's got to stay alive, though, and balancing between trying to get the heals and trying to stay alive. Tough thing to do. There's a player on the point right now, but he actually could... oh, no, doesn't get the Uber Saw. But the defense worked out, so that Uber advantage did not work in the favor of DNC. They lost too many players, and the Uber did not get enough kills. 91% on Wireless Fox. He wants to still stay alive, though, and you look at how conservatively he's playing because he knows he doesn't have a pocket to hang out with him. There you go. So he will now get the heals on. Meanwhile, we're going to check out a different cam. Hugh is standing upstairs, so he's probably going to play a little passive for a while. Samson, meanwhile, jumping up, and looks like he may have wanted to go get a little bit aggressive. He's taking a buff right now. And yeah, they are going to walk in with a heavy M with Samson. They're probably going to take the Uber onto this heavy if they have to. Blat down right away, though, actually. So he just died to one rocket. Well, I mean, he took a lot of damage, obviously, but 450 health. I'm kind of surprised that he died so fast. Who knows? Anyway, they're trying to get some capture time down, but the longer that takes, the worse it is, because they just lost their soldier. Nick's Knight is damaged. Where is Wireless right now? He is desperately trying to retreat, but look at that Demo Man laying those stickies down behind him, trying to cut him off from his respawn, so he can't get back and escape into those doors. And there you go. That is good half. It is now 3-2 in favor of DNC. All right. So live into the second half, we get to see whether Equals can come back or whether DNC gets to go on to win it all. I'm excited. You excited? Excited. An IR robot taking the Equalizer rollout, so we'll see what the mid-fight looks like in just a minute here. That's the thing about the Equalizer. You see how IR actually has to wait around for the medic, but it's better than going into the mid-fight with, like, 200 health. He's gonna have 300 now. Take a nice big jump. He's not actually using the gunboats, is he? He's using the shotgun. Oh, he does get taken down over there. Bot stuck in midair. That's pretty cool. He looks kind of sad about that. So DNC, if they can win this without Bot, that would be pretty hilarious, because right now he is gone. Down for the count, and there you go. That's going to be a pause for Bot. Oh no, oh no! Okay. Yeah, welcome to the Lose Once Again Fest. I know. Alright, so we are all good to go. And DNC going to be ice skating. Oh no, actually not. Most of them did just respawn, so they're okay. Equals going to be ice skating. No, they're not either. Come on, guys. Where's the ice skating going? Nick's Knight having some lag issues now. Maybe the server was just really bad for them. But Equals have won the mid-fight, so they could bring this game back to a tie position very quickly if they can get in and take second. But there you go. There's an ice skater. Look at that medic. Okay. Sorry, it just happens after a pause sometimes. DNC actually delaying this for quite a long time, so they are going to have to back off their last, and they know that. They're keeping, look how far back they're keeping their mid right now. Marxist standing back up there. He's just trying to keep the soldier alive for a little while, build the Uber. Look at how long they're delaying this, though. Equals should already basically be attacking last. The fact that they're not means that DNC is going to get their Uber up in time. Now, Adamus gets down. Oh, look where Bot is. Oh, he's going to dive right in for the med, try and pop that Uber. Not getting the shots off. Oh, he did pop the Uber, though. Wireless Fox had the Uber force, so they are going to try and get in on this. Now, there's 2 players down for DNC. Although Nick's Knight did just die, Uber is popped for DNC now. They're going to have plenty of time to try and keep the rest of their players alive in defense. Equals loses almost everybody. It's just Za, Bwat left alive. I don't think they can get in this. Za trying to do some damage here, and did he get... Bwat ended up getting 1 kill. Hugh Laurie, but that is it. Wow, nice jump there by Adam. I can't make that one very easily. But he managed to just perfectly land in that little window right there. Daintily alighted from the pipe, and is alighted the past tense of alight? Whatever. This is TF2, not grammar hour. And so, oh, that's why he keeps reloading. Because there's another pause. Oh, there we go. Looks like Adamus had an opportunity maybe to jump into the combo, but he decided not to. I had a little break in the stream chat during that nice long pause where we were chatting politics. If you want to listen to a little bit of my politics personally, I guess you can go check out the stream over at twitch.tv/fatmob, I think. I hope. It's been a long time since I've actually pimped that out. But yeah, the VOD, of course, will be uploaded and saved to Twitch TV, so you can always check those out. Of course, you can always see my ugly mug, because I tend to keep that up. Adam is chasing after the demo right now. Nick's Knight looks like he had some lag going on there. Once again, did not manage to get away from that. And so Equals backed off from the point where we thought maybe they could actually get in and tie this up. Now it looks like DNC is going to widen their lead, because they're going to have, well, they don't have an uber advantage, but they are going to have middle. And having middle on Granary is pretty darn important. And of course, my stream chat is now making fun of me. It's actually twitch.tv/ what the hell is my stream again? With a question mark in it, which I don't think you can even do. So, no, DNC do have to back off from this for a little bit, but that's because they did force the Uber out of Wireless Fox. So you see Wireless now has 10%, because he does have to rebuild it. And there's a back cap going on. Can Blue stack it quickly enough? I don't. Oh, it's going to be close. Do they get it? Yes, they do, just barely before DNC. That's a tough call to make. Because if you lose that race by the tiniest amount, then it's back cap city and you are done. So the fact that everybody from Equals just said, no, we're going to do this, we're going to stack that up, that's a ballsy call to make, and they did it. So they do own mid now. They've got to watch out for a scout behind them, and their demo seems to still be having some lag issues. But Equals should pretty much be okay here to at least hold mid. Now, they did lose a bunch of players, though, so they've only got Za and AE left, and AE actually gets caught out here in the yard, too, against 2 scouts. That's not going to work very well for him, so Za trying to build the Uber now for Wireless for a little while until he gets back to the Soldier. But, yeah, DNC regaining mid once again, so actually this middle point is being traded quite a lot. Don't see that happening too much on Granary, but here in ESEA Open, I guess occasionally it might happen. And here they go. They do force an Uber out of Wild. Wow, actually, that's pretty impressive that the Equals team was not in position to spam those windows enough and force their enemies to get out of there. Now, they did force the Uber out of DNC, which is a useful thing. So here comes the jump in. They're probably going to take this Soldier. Oh, where'd he go? Wow, they didn't take the Soldier out. Oh, finally an Uber saw hit, but it doesn't matter as the medic goes down as well. A good kill there for Marxist, so he's gotten at least one this round. But now Equals gets to push right back in. That was kind of surprising. They really should have been able to catch that Soldier out, but by the time their Uber was over, I think maybe they were just overextended on DNC. So it's just Bot left alive. He is trying to... yeah, I do like this. I've actually... Okay, so hang on. We need to pause right here. Because where he is right now is he's waiting for them to walk in through the garage. I've actually done this during a pickup game as a medic. I was standing in this exact spot because we lost our mid-fight really badly, and so I was hoping they just kind of assumed that I wouldn't be there. I dropped down onto them and tried to go for an Uber saw on their medic. I didn't get the kill, though, so I was really sad, but it could have worked, and so we're going to see if Bot can actually make it work here. Let's find out. Okay, spotted a bunch of players. Oh, no, they spotted him! And he dies to Sticky. That's too bad. That is just too bad. And yes, so somebody's asking, do you use binds to pause the game? And yes, I do. I have keyboard binds for that. My keyboard binds actually are pretty much set up just for shoutcasting. So whenever I play TF2, that's why you'll see like I'm always hitting Z1 to call for medic, because E is actually swim down. It is not call for medic. So all my binds are camera binds. People keep saying I should like set up a config, and I'm just like, yeah, I should, but that takes time, and I want to use my time for other stuff. So, black, gonna be jumping in here to the right-hand side pretty soon. They do not have an Uber advantage, so what Equals need to do... Wow, nice kill there on Bot. What they need to do right now is get in and maybe force the Uber out of Marxist. I would like to see their roaming Soldier do that. Where is he? Samson could be coming back up in just a minute. Or no, actually, I think AE is their roamer. He needs to get some heals, though. Oh, he's actually... he's in behind. He does force the Uber out of them, but... Robot does get a couple good kills here. Atomisk actually got the 1 kill on that Soldier. And Robot does spot the demo. Decides to back away. He thought he saw a free kill there. Didn't actually. And they do recapture the second. So it's still 0-0 in this half. This is going to be a nice long half. Do get prepared for that, unless somebody just goes crazy right now. Za gets taken down. And now DNC are trying to wrap around and pressure this medic. Can they get him, though? It looks like they have not. Wireless Fox does get away clean. And so Equals will now have their supercharge ready to go on mid. So they should be able to defend that at the very least. Maybe make another push here because they've actually got a player advantage. DNC did just have some spawners, so if they can get in there fast, they should be able to maybe get some kills, or at least gain position in the yard, which is pretty important. Here comes that spam, and oh, they lose 2 players to spam. Nope, gotta back out now. Do not want to be in there. And there goes Za as well. More spam taking him out. Wireless Fox shaking his head about that. He did not like what just happened. And so now they're going to lose mid. I mean, you know, they don't even want to pop the Uber at this point because they wouldn't get any kills out of it. They've only got 2 players to Uber. There goes Samson as well. What are they doing? Oh, Wireless Fox too far forward here. They really shouldn't have been holding in that garage because now they are in trouble. They do take down Atomisk and Hugh Laurie, but look at the Uber advantage for DNC. They can actually push with this right now if they want to. They've got enough players to make some damage, and they are going to do it. They're going to push right in and try and at least finish off 1 or 2 of the blue team. They do need to get in after the med though, and where they didn't take down Fox. So man, this is kind of a weird situation here. I think DNC is kind of stabilizing, but oh, their medic is in trouble now, and he gets taken down. Good kill by Za on Marxist. So no, it turns out they're not stabilizing at all. They're getting some good kills off of this. They still own the middle points, and with those kills, yeah, they can push forward. Now they've got a couple scouts here able to do that. Bot's just gonna, well, I thought he was gonna sneak past this soldier, but it turns out Atomisk gets that kill, and Bot just needs some health. So Equals sitting back on their second. And Bwat's going to be watching the flanks, maybe using the drop down, but it's almost too late to be doing that. He hasn't been spotted yet though, and he does see the demo lagging out, so he's going to get that kill. Too easy. He does spot another scout up here. This scout has the high ground, but it doesn't matter. Bot not reacting in time to that at all. Bwat takes him down real fast. Looks like there was a little bit of attempt to capture on the last point, but with those kills, Equal's going to try and push right back out here because they know they have a huge advantage in players. They just need to watch for the back caps. They can leave. You know, they can afford to leave 1 player behind and still have a player advantage on that point. So that is what they did. And of course, DNC had to let them do it, otherwise they would have just lost everyone. Not a fun position to be in. So DNC now has everybody back up, except that IR Robot just died, killing Samson. And Equal's going to push in to mid once again, but they lose another soldier. Actually, they should not push into mid now. Especially if DNC's doing what they need to do. And there you go, Bot does take down the medic, but what DNC needed to be doing was actually spamming the choke points, just to keep enemies from getting through them. And Hugh is trying to keep the medic defended, but look at the meat shots coming in right now. Marxist down to 50 health, did not pop the Uber. Impressive decision making there. Marxist decided, okay, well, you know, if we pop the Uber here, it's not going to matter, so we just need to not do that. Hugh's starting to edge that point a little bit and try and get some capture time down on it. It does take a while to capture. Oh, I deserve a medal. And DNC not able to quite get the position they need yet. They do have a still 100% Uber advantage. Oh no, it's a crits Krieg! So they killed Samson with the crits. Nix Knight hanging out upstairs. And oh, look at that lag. That's really got to suck to be playing a demo man with lag like that. So I don't know. There goes Atomisk. The Uber did go away. Oh wow, that's a lot of crit stickies. Watch out, there's okay, so the stickies are gone now. Have been detonated. And pretty soon DNC is going to have to think about how they're going to push into this last point, because they've just gotten, wow, 3 kills actually, and going to be 4 soon. There you go, White's down as well. So they don't actually have to think about it, they just have to go. Like, they could lose 5 players here and still win, pretty much. There is a medic and a soldier left. The medic is down to the scouts, and there you go. DNC playing 6 against 2. That's not a very difficult situation to be in. So it's now 4-2. Kritzberg is defense. Criticals, Craig. Okay, yeah, my stream chat's going nuts right now. The star would call it the Critical Krieg. It works. I mean, Krieg is just German for war. So, it's the critical war. Collide taking his garage roll out once again. He does not have the high ground here, but he does dodge those sticks pretty well, so not taking too much damage here at the outset. He's got to watch out for scouts coming in now, and this is the difficulty. Defending your medic against scouts and defending yourself does not work too easily. DNC losing both their med and their demo very quickly to the scout combo here from Equals. Za and AE kind of going on a rampage right now, and there you go, they take down Bot as well. That's a wipeout. Wireless Fox did die, so it's not a clean wipe, which of course you always like to see those clean wipes after you're done in the bathroom, because it means you can actually get up and go, but they're going to get up and go anyway, even after not having a clean wipe. And they will try and capture the second point with a little bit less health than you would want. Samson dying, and Nix Knight just eating the lag, eating it like it was the world's worst tasting pudding. Like what would be a terrible flavored pudding? Like bacon and Jolly Ranchers. I cannot imagine that combo tasting especially good. Somebody's going to do it now, and they're going to be like, no, Salamancer is delicious. Bacon and Jolly Rancher pudding. I should just start a line of awful food. Completely toast. Bacon and Jolly Rancher pudding. Just whatever you can think of. The SalTV logo on it. Sell it as food for geeks. Okay, high colors from stream chat said something pretty hilarious, but I don't think I'm going to repeat that one on the video. It's, no. Just no. Now, Equals still holding the middle point. They have lost 2 players right now, trying to dive in after Marxist, I think. And Marxist did not pop the Uber. The Ubers are getting even. So the most that I think DNC can hope to do now is get a couple kills on the periphery while the Ubers are going on. They are going to jump in. They do force the Uber early out of... Oh, nice save there. Out of Equals. So the Uber's actually about the same time for both teams. Soldier jumping up here, and oh, he might manage to find enemies retreating through the garage. Very nice. That does mean that Equals is in severe trouble right now. DNC may win this game and go on to the playoffs if they can keep this alive. Right now they can't, though. It's just going to be bot against Za and AE, and Za finishes him off. Marx is already back to the last point, though, so he really decided not to stay in that at all. Well, not to the last. This is the second point. I thought he was going to the last point. There you go. He did not want to stay in that situation, though, and even now, with Za sneaking around, ESEA, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I don't know if I would have stayed as forward as he was with only a demo man, because there's a scout who could have gotten in there and done some damage, but it's okay. It's all right. He's 100% health. He's getting that Uber up. So now Equal is trying to figure out how they can push this in, because if they can push this, they can keep themselves in the game. They might be able to bring it up to like 3-4, which right now it is 2-4. So Equals have their work cut out for them if they want to get to the playoffs. If they don't want to get to the playoffs, then I guess they just don't have to care very much. But we are seeing a little bit of a stalemate while these teams build their Ubers up. Equal's going to wait until they have theirs to try and push in. And they were thinking about a garage push, or maybe a Z push. We call this little area the Z right here. They do come through the Z onto the second point, and are going to be forcing the Uber just now out of DNC. So that's a really late Uber for Red. Going to be very effective at holding on to this point for quite a while, because you look at how much longer their Uber ends up ending. It ends much later, I'm sorry, than the Equals Uber. So DNC gets some decent kills here. And Adamus jumping in, going for the med. He does take down Wireless Fox, and some good dodging means that this demo man cannot hit him. Nix Knight in some trouble. 45 health left, and Adamus just going to chase him through his window. He's got some good rocket jumps on him. Man, I wish I could rocket jump like that. But I will have to settle for shoutcasting instead and watching other people do it.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
So here we go. Oh, Adamus with another nice little ambush spot there, taking down Boat as well. DNC on a rampage. And we just got some spam going through that little choke point, but it's not going to matter. Equals mostly pretty far back, except that it looks like they do this. They do have, I don't know what I'm talking about. They've sent a couple players in to try and attack. Nice shot by Collide, though, taking down AE. And there's a scout in right now trying to stop this capture. Look at that. Using these forward spawns to their advantage. Equals trying to at least force the Uber, and they did that. So Equals now going to have an Uber advantage as they back away from mid, but they don't have a lot of players up. AE is going to have to respawn all the way back at last, get back up to Wireless Fox just to get a little bit of a buff and try and protect him from scouts for a little while. There you go. And so here comes the scout protection. Putting a siren on and everything. Department of Homeland Security Scout Protection Mobile. That's a soldier, pretty much. So it is now time for DNC to try and put this game away. They've got to build their Uber up a little bit more. They lose IR Robot, but they've taken down now 3 players. Samson, AE, and Blatt all down in exchange for only 1 player from DNC. I'm surprised they are not defending this more aggressively. They know there's an Uber, so I guess they want to avoid that. But they've got so many more players right now, and there you go. They do hold on to the second point. So DNC could put this game away right now if they want to. It's getting pretty close here. Hugh Laurie thinking about diagnosing a patient with some bullets to the face, and there you go. Turns out, what, just got healed, got better by being shot. Only Hugh Laurie could have thought of that. And now we do have the Uber coming in from Wireless Fox. They do take down 2 players with this right away, so Marxist actually could have defended the second a little better, I think, with that Uber, but it doesn't matter. They are now just popping it and trying to get in to save this. Oh, look at that, though. Samson taken down. It's 3 versus 3 here right now, with Nyx trying to drop some bombs. Ooh, missing that one, though. And if the soldier can get some kills here... Nope. He cannot get... Well, no, he did kill a Marlis Fox, and so that is probably going to be the end of the game. Just a... barely defending that last point there. Bwat, 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 and Nyx Knight. A couple more players going to respawn, but if they can't stand on that point, that's going to be it. The game is over. 5-2. So this has, of course, been the Duck Medic. Just kidding, this has been Salamancer casting. Of course, if you do enjoy these shoutcasts, hit subscribe on youtube.com/fatmop. That is where all of them go in wonderful HD quality. And I do thank you guys. We did hit 8,000 subscribers recently, so it does look like the interest in TF2 competitive is growing. I am trying to do as many videos as possible. It's been a super busy semester for me, so the semester is now over, and I've actually got some free time to do some casting. The medic just blinked at me. He just blinked at me. I swear he just did. It's paused, and he's blinked at me. I'm scared.